Hi, this is Mark Snyder with Worship Song Band. I'm going to show you a new feature which we call follower mode in Worship Song Band. And follower mode basically is a more flexible way to reorder your song sections. If you recall before, the program had these skip sections and loop section once and twice. Those are still in there, but we're really recommending that you don't use those in the future because what I'm going to show you is a lot more flexible, and you'll see why in a minute. So what we've basically done is we've added the ability to queue jumps between sections to the section action menu. And the reason we did this rather than letting you just drag song sections around is because this gives you the ability to pre-cue the way you want the song to be done, while at the same time, it gives you the ability to flow in the moment and change it on the fly, and do the song how you want on the fly, and also to do some cool things with looping that I'm going to show you. So it's really, it gives you the ability to put the song in any order, but it also gives you some cool flexibility. So the way it works is on my section action menu here. Um, we've added a new action called Q jump. So if you say plus, you can put a Q jump in here now. So what does Q jump do? So Q jump um, at the time reference, so like 8 beats before end, which is the default in this case, it's going to just merely click that queued section that I select for me. So if I don't touch it, if I don't do anything to reorder, it's going to play the song in a preset order by just queuing a jump through. And so the which is basically these are the sections in the song, so it's whichever one I select. So like if I wanted this to go to verse 3 instead, I could click verse 3 instead of verse 2. This number here is the beat count of that section, so that's just a reminder like which one you're getting. It also visually shows you which one it is with this arrow here. And then these arrows, when I actually play the song later, they also show up when it's going to be queuing a section to give you an idea of what the program is going to be doing. So it's basically some situational awareness as to what the program is going to be doing for you. So the queue jump is set here. So in this particular case, this repeat menu here is basically which time through that section that action is going to be done. And that's there for every action now. So like you can actually do it for any of these other actions like queuing pads or MIDI commands or whatever. You can say like on the first time through, do this action, on the second time, do that action. Each time is the default, which is what all actions are before. So all existing actions become each time, but you can also say first, second, or third time. What that means is that as the program is playing that section, it's only going to do that action that time through the section. So as an example is if you wanted to go play through this chorus and the first time loop over here and the second time loop over there, you could set up two cue jumps to be done on the different times through, and that would so basically by having these repeats through 3 times, you're going to be able to achieve any song order you want. You're going to have to think a little about how you want to do it, but you'll be able to do that. So as an example here, um, what I've told it is the first time through the chorus, cue a jump to verse 2. So it's going to go to the chorus and then do verse 2. Then it's going to basically come to verse 2 and it's going to play through that. Then it's going to play into the chorus. And then the first time through this chorus, I'm going to jump back to verse 1. Then I'm going to play through verse 1 and then this chorus. And then the first time through that chorus, it's going to jump to verse 3. So what those 3 actions do is they reorder verse 2 and verse 1. So when I play it, you'll see what I mean. I'm going to start this right in the middle here and I'm going to hit play. So the program is now telling me that at the agreed upon time, I'm going to jump here. So you see it cue the jump. Now it's playing verse 2 and it's just playing through. So that little arrow when it's not expanded just tells me there's a jump on that section, but it's not currently queued to be done. And then when I actually get onto that section, the arrow is going to expand to show me where it's going to jump.
Chorus 2, 3, 4.
So now it's going to jump back to verse 1. And I cued it.
Verse 2, 3, 4.
Now it's going to play through verse 1 and go into that chorus.
Chorus 2, 3, 4.
And at the end of that chorus, it's going to jump to verse 3. So basically, I swapped verse 1 and verse 2 with those 3 jumps. And I kept the choruses after each verse the same as it was going to be.
Verse 2, 3, 4.
So what does this buy you over just being able to reorder the sections? Well, it buys you a couple things. So if I'm ever in this thing and I want to do something different, so let's say I have this set to go to cue verse 2, but I changed my mind and I just want to go to verse 1. If I cue verse 1, it cancels that upcoming jump and I'm just going to go into verse 1 instead. The rest of the jumps are still going to be taken, but in the moment I just changed my mind, I can just override it by clicking or using my foot pedal to do that. Um, the other thing this buys you is the ability to do infinite looping of any chunk of the song. So the way that works basically is this. So you'll notice on this chorus, I have a repeat of each time 8 beats before end, go back to verse 3. So what I'm saying here is that I just want to go into that verse 3 chorus loop and just loop that over and over again. So when I'm in here,
Chorus 2, 3, 4.
so it's going to loop back to verse 3. And this isn't set for first time, it's set for each time. So what's going to happen is it's just going to keep doing that until I stop the song or cue something different.
Verse 2, 3, 4.
And so what I can do in this case is if I just kind of pre-plan that I want to do this in the moment loop or just loop for a period of time or whatever I want to do, I've pre-planned it to do that. And then when I decide I'm done doing that and I want to continue the song,
Chorus 2, 3, 4.
I can cue the final chorus like that. That will cancel the jump. I will go into the final chorus and finish the song.
Chorus 2, 3, 4.
So that's going to finish the song. Um, the other thing that buys you is this right here. So in this particular case, what I've done is on the first section here, I've cued a jump back to count 0 each time at 8 beats before end. So what does that buy me? It lets me do this. I can hit play. And what I'm doing here is I'm just have the click going and the song won't start until I cue the intro. So I can start my click and then start my song whenever I'm ready. So if the band needs time to get going onto the click, now I'll cue intro.
Intro 2, 3, 4.
And I could do something similar at the end of the song if I wanted to set up a loop back for, if I wanted to set up a little ending click section, I could do that and then just loop back and continue the click at the end of the song until I was ready to stop the song. So basically, put the song in any order and be able to infinitely loop, including on clicks, is what this capability does for you.